Good morning, everybody on YouTube. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Today we're doing some IVC 1-inch tapes sent to me from my good buddy John out in San Francisco from Antique Video. We are both in the same lines of the same type of work. Me and John, you're very good friends. We're very knowledgeable in this type of business. It's always a pleasure to work with him. Anyways, he sent me a couple tapes in this 2-inch quad case to protect them of some. First tape I'm doing now is some home movies that was shot back in '76, I think, or maybe earlier. I'm not too sure. And he's been trying to get these done for a while. I guess he sent them to a buddy. They had a couple of machines, but as I spoke, these machines are a real pain in the ass. There's very few of them working. The scanners really go bad on these, and these machines have a lot of issues, especially with video heads and everything else. But anyways, he saw my videos, he saw that I can actually do these, and I've got some working in my system, so he wanted me to get these converted for him. So we're doing some transfers for him today. And anyways, one's color, one's black and white. Tapes are not in that bad a condition. Like I said, this was a very iffy format. Wasn't the greatest in playback, but it was very compatible with the 2-inch quad quality. 2-inch quad was very similar to this type of format. This format signal was very, very similar to quad of the day. But anyways, we're doing some transfers, and there's a black and white home movie. It's got a good signal, good playback. I just did a time-based correction on this to get the levels proper, so it wasn't oversaturating, because it's black and white. It was pretty high in the levels, and I had to bring them down to get them back to where they belong. So we're now locked in at a very good signal for this playback, and this is some home movies. Apparently, maybe his family. I can see why it's so important for him to get these transferred. He's been looking for a while to get somebody to get these done, or somebody who even had the equipment in their arsenal to be able to do it. This is why I enjoy doing what I do. Not only do I help out friends in the business, I help out a lot of people that need this kind of stuff done. You know, like I said, I got these IVCs. It was a steal of a deal getting these. I serviced them. So now we got them up and running, and I've did several jobs on them so far since I've gotten them. The playback on these are really, really good. Good signal, good playback, good tracking, good lock. We've got some good video lock on these, big time. I did make the adjustments in time-based correction to get the signal to be as best as it can be from this type of tape. I believe this was in 1976. Not too sure. But anyways, we got two of these tapes. They're IVC. This is a color tape. I know that. I might have to make some different adjustments to this one. This is a black and white tape. And the biggest problem with the IVC machine is a lot of people used to mess with this guide on the back with a screwdriver to try to get the tape to lock. And when they record, and people would never set it back factory the way it should be, and people would record tapes, so you have to always mess with this guide back here to get the tapes to lock in, because the locking of the video is very important, and if you can't get it to lock because somebody messed with the original recording drum on the original machine, it's kind of hard to get these tapes to play back. But as you see, we got it locked, got the guide in proper position, and got a beautiful video coming out of this thing. It looks pretty damn good for black and white. And the video signal, like I said, I got this thing right on the margin, 90-98%, almost 100%. It was saturating well over 100% because they were making a lot of camera adjustments. It is black and white. They had a very bright light in the living room where they're doing this type of video work at the time. So, you know, the video levels were all over the place, but when you're doing this type of work, you got the option of setting your video levels through time-based correction, and sometimes you could actually do it from the machine if it's in the open, and you got the circuit boards where you can actually make the adjustments. But we do it all through time-based correction before we actually make the recovery. We use a broadcast television time-based corrector. This thing can hold up to 12 different pieces of equipment. It's a frame sync and video lock and TBC all in one. This is a very, very expensive time-based corrector. And the end result is obvious. The way I got this system built, we can do some really killer transfers for customers. And I think John's going to really be happy with what he's got, because he's been really trying to get these done for a long time. I guess he left them with somebody. They had a couple machines. They were no good. And he was telling me they had bad scanners, which is the common problem with this machine. There's very few IVC machines in working condition in the country that actually are up and ready in service to make tape transfers like what we do here at Obsolete Video Services. We have everything ready to go when people come in the door with a tape and they want something converted. We pretty much could do it right away if I have the equipment here at my home. And we just, like I said, this is why I do what I do. I love bringing back memories that people thought that were impossible to get done. In a situation like this would have been a tape that he probably wouldn't have gotten done anywhere. Even if he found somebody that could probably do it, they probably wouldn't have a very good working machine, and the quality of the video would look pretty bad. We service our equipment before we do our videotape transfers. Everybody knows that. To try to give you the best quality signal possible before the file is made, or whatever, ProRes or whatever you guys want done with it. But this is black and white. I did have to make some adjustments due to the high video level on it. It was way up there due to the lighting. Lighting is usually the biggest problem. And I think they used an EIAJ camera, black and white camera, to do this, that would connect to an EIJ format such as these, but they probably connected it directly to this IVC and used an EIAJ camera, which most of those were all black and white anyways, as you can tell. So anyways, John, if you're watching, we're getting this done for you, buddy. It's pretty cool. I mean, I'm knocking it out with some serious quality, best it can be done with these particular tapes. And but yeah, it's looking really good. IVC, guys, we do a lot of IVC 1-inch tape transfers. If you're out there with these IVCs, like I said, there isn't anywhere you can walk into and get these done. I mean, it's a really hard format to get done. A lot of people come to me and are like, where do you go with these things? I'm like, I'm probably one of the only persons in the country doing this with state-of-the-art setup to be able to do what you need, right into a file. I mean, I am set up to do IVC and hard video formats directly to the file. I mean, there's not many places that can do that. And plus, we use television broadcast systems to reproduce your video signal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. We're looking for your work. So if you have IVC 1-inch tapes or Type C 1-inch tapes or any other 1-inch tapes or video repairs, Betacam SP 3/4 Umatics, let us know. So I hope you enjoyed this video.